Ayman, ISIS detention camps in northeast Syria are back in the news after Ahmed al-Shara's forces took control of much of that area last weekend. That's revived a familiar concern, whether holding large numbers of ISIS fighters for years risks turning prisons into organizing spaces rather than neutralizing the threat. History cuts both ways here. Camp Bucca in Iraq is often cited as a place where ISIS leaders met and organized, but detention didn't radicalize everyone in the same way. Ashara himself was held by the Americans and later broke with global jihad, moving toward a more nationalist Islamist project. So the question is this: after years in these camps, are today's ISIS detainees more likely to emerge hardened and better organized?
I do believe so. When it comes to the detainees in the ISIS camps in northeastern Syria, that they are now, by the way, being transferred by Chinook helicopters, from Syria into Iraqi detention camps for the purpose of sorting them out and trying to process them and to see what to do with them, especially with those who are holding Western European nationalities. However, coming back to the question, are they going to be more organized and radicalized, or are they going to be less radical? And the answer is, of course, they're going to be more organized and more radicalized. That's exactly what's going to happen, because they were held not under the most ideal conditions, and the SDF, the Kurds, did not do even 1% of what they were supposed to do in terms of de-radicalization, in terms of providing the necessary intellectual and educational help that these people were supposed to be given in the first place. Now, what do I personally believe should be done with these people? I do believe that anyone above the age of 16 and those who are below the age of 16 need to be separated into two categories. Those below the age of 16 need to be going into intense de-radicalization process, both men and women. The men and women above the age of 16, I'm sorry to say that, but we need to find an island somewhere in one of the oceans, either the Atlantic or the Pacific, where we incarcerate them until they pass away of natural causes. I know this might sound a little bit harsh, but knowing the ideology of the Khawarij or the Kharijite, the first fundamentalist zealot sect in Islam, the intellectual ancestors and the ideological ancestors of ISIS, I do believe that redemption is not on the menu here.